I'm also live on YouTube now, so thank you very much for your patience here as I'm getting started. So, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing a ranked draft of Guilds of Ravnica, and getting this party started, as they say. All right. Um, Vivid Renewal. Actually, unfamiliar with this card. Return up to 3 multicolored cards from your graveyard to your hand. Wow. Well, I think only in the Guildgate strategy that would be really potent. I'm really enjoying both Thought Erasure and Crawl Harpooner as some of our picks here. Is It, if I recall, was really strong in Guilds of Ravnica. Same with Boros Aggro, so definitely keeping my eyes peeled on that. But it's extremely hard for me to pass up Crawl Harpooner. The card is pretty insane. The um, yeah. Um, if I recall, though, Undergrowth wasn't exceptionally strong of a mechanic. It's basically just the harpooner, and I think there's a spider of some sort. So I'm taking a look at Beam Splitter since we do have lots of time. There's no time pressure on these rounds. Beam Splitter Mage, whenever you cast an sorcery, blah 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 blah. Yes, okay. Jumpstart was a mechanic that I really liked in this set. There's not any removal that I think I'm missing out on, so I think we're going to take Crawl Harpooner with the intention of trying to go Undergrowth. We do have some some decent wheels here. Oh god, that is loud. We'll just turn that down just a little bit in my mic. Gruesome Menagerie. Now, this is a card that rewards you for Undergrowth. Choose a creature card with CMC 1, then 2, then 3. Just like Biogenic Mutation, but except for Unburying. That's good. Oh my. Inescapable Blaze. Now, this is just chock full of visit cards. I think the disciplined drafter here would definitely take a look at some of these blue and red cards and say we've got ourselves some pretty decent cards, but I'm also seeing some undergrowth cards, so I'm not overly worried about this. Now, Gruesome Menagerie is definitely a big spike for us. Definitely looking at Deadly Visit, Whisper Agent, Rishome Lurcher. Um, guess it's Gruesome Menagerie. Uh, huh. Okay. Not really anything to call home about here. Um, I think this is one of the better guild mages, in my opinion. Pretty exceptional in draft, actually. I feel like we can't really go too wrong with the stats on this 4 mana 3/3 trample, but it's pretty underwhelming. I think there are some strategies that really reward guild gates, so I think they're more so in green more than anything. So I'm going to take a guild gate here and we'll move on. Prey Upon, that's fantastic. These are the reasons why we like staying in green black. We've got some fantastic removal in these colors for some reason. Um, Good thing to note here that this does care about gates and does provide menace, but we're definitely taking Prey Upon. Okay, this is a good sign. We're still seeing uncommons. And to pick 5 for black, so that's good. Sacrifice another creature, put a counter, it gains menace. Okay. Yeah, tough to pass on that. That's I'm not huge on Might of the Masses, but I don't think it's better or worse than Rishome. And I don't mind having a trick. I think the Bats is a little weak blue has enough flying and reach has enough reach, or green has enough reach to really punish us from that. So we'll take this as a trick, and we'll really lean into making sure that we get some more creatures here. So Wild Ceratok, great hill giant, essentially, but famous last words there that previously just said we're going to lean into getting more creatures. We've got to take every Paypon we can get. Those are cards that you just can't pass. Severed Hands, gain life, destroy target creature and opponent's controls. I love this card. Let's go for it. The most removal that we can get, the more removal we can get, the better. So this is our first pack, and as expected, we have some decent picks coming around back on us here. We haven't seen this card anywhere else. It's a fine 6-drop, and I think we're going to take it here over the Guild Gate. I'm a really big fan of these 2-mana 2/2s that have side with pump, so we're going to go with that. Oh, we did see another worm. Oops. But we'll take the bats here. Now we have a lot of removal. Yeah, no, I think that seems correct. We're going to go with Undersea Uprising. Another bats, and wow, Giant is our final pick. I'm feeling really good about where we're at. And yet again, proving myself wrong. We're getting yet another reason for Undergrowth to be relevant. Probably a better mechanic than I'm giving it credit for. I'm not seeing anything incredibly noteworthy other than Lawless Giant. I will say that Goblin Crater Maker is a fantastic card, but it's definitely outside of our color pie. I'm a big fan of Notion Rain, but I don't think we're splashing blue anytime soon for that. And I don't think quasi-duplicates. Whispering Snitch. Whenever you Surveil for the first time each turn, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yeah, I'm not going to get trapped into that card. I don't think that's incredibly good for us here. Its stats are 2-mana 1/3, and that's not exactly where we want to be stats-wise. But we do need lower creature drops. We're kind of heavy on the 4s and 5s right now, so fleshing out our 3s doesn't seem terrible with this Whisper Agent. Deadweight, fantastic. Another reason to be in these colors. We'll note the Samala Woodshaper is definitely a lot better than it looks. Yeah, and again here we're just not seeing a whole lot of kitty hype. Not a lot of reward for that, essentially. Archetype is what I was trying to get at. Okay, just taking a quick look here. Oh boy. Kind of didn't really talk that over. Erstwhile Trooper is a 3-drop. Wow, Golgari Finebroker, that's exactly what we want. I think we definitely need to start looking at more of these Devlarian Dissidents, but yeah, we definitely don't want to pass up opportunities on Golgari Finebreakers is probably our best. Of course, it's our guild-specific card, so it's our best opportunity. So on that note, I'm not over the moon about Barrier of Bones. I think we're doing very well going into pack 3 that we can get a little greedy here, and we're going to start looking for something a little better than that in the sort of the 1 to 3 drop range. I don't hate this card. I don't like Mephitic Vapors. Take that. Mephitic Vapors can be great against like the Boros like 1/1 armies and like aggro strategies, but they're often using Mentor as mechanic to sort of get around that. I don't like 1 mana 1/1s, even if they do have upside. They're very poor to draw mid to late game, so um, I feel like our 3 curve is still needing help. So Final Centipede, it's not the best card, but um, so this is sort of a whiff for us in this pack. We'll take the shade, probably playing it. Yeah, I'm not over the moon about taking another Rhizome Licher, but I don't think it's enough better than kind of what we currently have as options. Like, you're not happy with Pax Favor or Mephitic. I think we'll take the Wood Shaper, probably with the intention of not playing it, but the same thing with the Mephitic Vapors. It's decent sideboard technology. Centipede, Wild Ceratops, things that we don't really care about. Okay, wow. We've got one of the best removal cards in the set, Price of Fame. Yeah, it's pretty hard to pass on that. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Not really much to talk about there. Crawl Swarm, again. Another fantastic recursive threat. I don't mind the risk factor of note here. I don't mind the Burglar Rat, but it's definitely no Crawl Swarm, that's for sure. So I'll be playing that for sure, and I'll even start looking at getting rid of things like Vigor Spore Worm. Prey Upon, wow. Just the mono Prey Upon, Sever the Strands, Price of Fame deck. I don't think there's any way that we can pass up on that card. Still, I think we take every Prey Upon that will be passed to us. Moonmark Painter, I'm not familiar with this card. Gains Menace, where X is non creature cards in your graveyard. Okay. Wow. I can't believe I didn't see this initially. Doom Whisper, I mean, come on. It's pretty sweet. So, Flample, pay 2 life, Surveil 2. Works great, actually, with our growth strategy. So, yeah, pretty sweet. So I think here the discipline pick is Dev Karen Dissident. We are definitely way too high on our curve. As of right now, I'm probably looking at sort of taking out the 4 curve and leaning in as much as I can on going a little lower, because we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're definitely leaning into that 5 curve, so Div Karen Dissident. Creeping Chill, fantastic modern card. Not so sure if it's good in draft. I don't think there's a lot of ways that we can really get value off of surveilling it. I mean, there is Doom Whisperer, and Whisper Agent, but that's like it. I think we'd much rather be casting it, and if so, are we really happy with casting a 4 mana Lightning Helix? I'm not sure. That's it's strange. I'm not sure. I'm going to put Dimir Gate in our board here, and we'll move on. The Beetle. Not wild about that. I am wild about this Assassin, though. Any taunted elf type effect can really swing boards. So yeah, I'm definitely going to or Cran Assassin. Wall of Vertebrae, put the top card of your library, shuffle up to 5 cards. Cool concept for us, but I don't think it's got to be doing something very good for us to be able to play an effect like that. So I think we're just going to take a Portcullis Vine against move on. Wow, another Prey Upon. Okay, so that makes 4 Prey Upons. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think any of these cards can possibly see play in our deck, so sideboard that. There may be a possibility that we play this. At this point, we're basically struggling to cut down to take this against aggro. Take that against aggro. And put that. We just ended up being mono 4 drops, and we just did not see a lot of ramp. So overall, I'm feeling pretty mediocre about this deck. 17 lands, 8 swamps, 7 forests, 2 guild gates, so 15, 17. Let's take a quick look at our curve. 3 5 drops, 4 5 4 drops. I think this is a decently healthy curve, 2.9. 13 and 10 for creature versus non-creature splits. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, this looks pretty sweet. Let's run it out, I guess. Well, an exactly marginal keep. We've got kind of a late game plan with 3 drop and a 1 drop. I don't think I can mulligan this, but I'm not super happy with it. All right, opponent. Mulling the 6. Not cool in general. Ah, the old land go from the Boros aggro deck. Nice. Got some nice threats, so good for them. I think here we're definitely okay with taking 2 more damage. What do we plan for? Yeah, we don't really have any 1-2 punches here, so I think we just jam. And I think here, we just try and get on board as best as we can to race this opponent. Undercity Necrolisk can battle with Prey upon on the Skylight Legionnaire, so. And we can go for a value line, I guess, with prayer pawning, even without it, just to. And then we can Golgari Fine Broker to go around Assassin back, but weird. I see. Complex. That's a good card. Okay. I think as we continue to move through this, we're more and more favored. I think what we're going to do here is we're first going to definitely attack. So we'll attack. Then we'll prey upon target creature I control, fights target creature they control. And then we'll Rizhome Lurcher for a 4-mana 3/3, which is not insane stats, but you know, it's better than nothing. It appears the opponent is stuck on 3 lands, of course. Okay, well, guess let's see what he attacks. I'm not really over the moon about even playing Fine Broker here, but I guess it's the line. Yeah. If you play something legendary, we can bring it back, but yeah, this just seems very strange. I'm very curious with the opponents. I mean, obviously they're stuck on lands, but yeah. So let's jam the Oathbrand Assassin. Wondering what kind of mass wipe could be the opponent's hand. I think we've got them dead next turn if they don't add to board, which is really sad for them. There's their 4th land. My. Okay, well, I mean, they have a flash guy. I mean, I'm just going to jam. Stop before damage. Toughness 4 or greater. Okay. Yeah, I'll respond. This +3/+3. And resolve that effect. Doesn't just get them dead, but I think we're good to pass here, because no matter what opponent plays, we'll just Price of Fame it, and then we've got them at 2, so just need to connect with the Lurcher, and then we're off to a W. They were Naya. Fascinating. So maybe that's why they were struggling so much. 3 colors is really ambitious. Okay, resolves. So we're gonna it. Oh, we don't want to pass turn quite yet. Set. Almost stop on there. We're on the opponent's first main and they're not doing anything. Fascinating. Okay, yeah, let's show them the Price of Fame. And I think, yeah, let's just Surveil both in the bin, and there we go. Well, right on. Got our first rank W here. Limited rank going up. That's cool. So I'm curious. First, we had two mistakes. We didn't name our deck, which is just egregious. Can't stop the rock. And then we've got to make sure that we have all of our card styles there. Okay, well, what I was more so curious about is I wanted to make sure that my basics and my sleeves were cool. Oops. There we go. Gotta play with those cool lands, you know? And then just to put the opponent on tilt, we've got to go for the, I think it was lot left that we lost. There we go. Got to put the sleeves on the deck correctly, right? There we go. Yeah, nice. Okay, perfect. Now we're good to go. Playing in style. Okay. Well, I didn't really mean to keep that hand, but it's a fantastic keep, so right on. Only card we can't cast in our hand is Riz Home Lurcher, but I don't think we care about that right now. We're very close to casting it right on curve. Oh, come here. This is Halo, for those of you who haven't met this boy. Alright, lead off with our Dissident, because the whole we'll care about coming down a turn later. I guess it didn't, that's incorrect. Well, that's annoying. A literal barrier of bones. What's cool here though, oh my. What's cool here though is we can go Crawl Harpooner, fight the guy, smash in. So, target creature I control fights target creature they control. And then we can move to combat and get in there. I don't feel bad at all about prayer pawning there. We have so much removal. So it's almost assured that we'll see some of it come back. Now here, I feel like it would be wrong of me to... Oh, can't see very good because of cat. Kitty hype in the chat. Kitty hype. Cool. Alright, so here, like I was just mentioning, I think we're just going to attack. There's very few flash creatures I can think of on 3. I'm very strong. Okay. Resolve that, but we'll have responses. With the trigger on the stack. I think we put both to graveyard here. Now you may surveil. Okay, go to pass. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine. Trying to buy time, I see. So I think here we go tap land. Don't get a lot of value here off of this. Or this. So I think we just jam the Harpooner regardless. This is very odd. We're at a massive tempo advantage, and essentially we don't have a lot of ways to take advantage of it other than just pressuring the opponent. Now, of course, this Lurcher is not great here, but very fine as the Harpooner is coming down as a 2-mana 3/2. Didn't really do much more than that. Oh, everything. So, can't be blocked when it does combat damage, exile target creature that player controls, put a hit counter on it. If the player loses the game, if they... Oh my. Yeah, no, we definitely don't want that to survive. So, here, I definitely think we want to Severed Strands away the Dissident. Sacrifice this boy off. And then kind of get the jam for free now. Alright, so here I think we definitely just jam. Opponent's most likely going to just value block. That's fascinating. I think we'll put another 3-drop into play. Because again... Actually, I don't mind the Fine Broker here. If we go Fine Broker and then we bring back Dissident, then we're in good shape. You get to go a little bit wider than one I might have been expecting. So hey. That's wildly incorrect. I'm not sure at all what the opponent was thinking there. Okay. Even so, I'd struggle. Okay. Yeah, no, I guess that's their best line, so. 3. Play another 3/3. It's really unfortunate. The tempo advantage that I had there was just never lost. So the opponent really was on their back heels for the entire game. So the goal is to get 3,000 more goals to complete the last of the cycle for... I think the last thing I don't have for basics is mountain. So at 3,000 gold, we'll be able to get mountain. I think this might be our first mulligan. We don't have too many 2 and 3s in our deck, and yeah, we just don't have anything to do with that hand until later on. Now, this is more or less the same hand, but with just more removal. I think we'll have to keep. I don't like going down more than this, so regrets. I guess we'll keep this and bottom the Might of the Masses. At least we have Price of Fame, so that's something. Price of Fame at least gives us a line possibly on turn 2, maybe turn 3. Oh boy, this is not going the way we want it to at all. Yep. Oh, about as bad as it gets. Okay, could we stop trying 6 drops, please? That would be great. 7 drops. Oh my god. Alright. Please. 3 stream C or less. Even land would be reasonable here. Wow. Well, we really lucked out. Now, do we crawl harpooner now, or do we sandbag something? I think we have to crawl harpooner now, right? Yep. Okay. End the turn. I could see a world in which we want to take the 4 and then see if there's something worse. So I'm going to do that. Oh boy. Yeah. We just lucked out here. This creature will fight this creature. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just nightmarish. Yeah, we're not winning this game. We basically have to go find... Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal. That was very fast. Good job. Well, don't really know what to say there. Opponent just got us, you know. So in that case, like, I know we don't want to fall to recency bias, but I feel like we really just can't give up the, oops, whoa, we definitely want that in our deck. Can't give up the tempo advantage that early, so I feel like we're much more favored since this is a 1 game sort of deal here. Sort of just cut down on our 4s and 3s and sort of go down like this. I definitely don't hate going up one of these for, say, oh, I don't know. We just have so much removal. So, and we definitely need to get on board, so 15 creatures sounds a lot better. Okay. This is a snap keep. Alright. Fantastic. Keep this 7. Don't really know if there's any decision there to be made. Leaving the swamp, I guess, sets us up with man, this deck would totally get wrecked by that 3-mana sorcery. Well, we are unable to play our 3-drop on curve. So I think in that case, we just continue to gum up the board. I don't know what Lesnian cards punish us here, other than, like, Sworn Companions, but, like, sure, if he anthems and makes us lose our guys, like, sure, fine. We're talking about 2-mana 2/2s here, so, yeah, I'm not, like, super worried at all. I'm a little frustrated here on Golgari, so I'm gonna bury your bones and see what we got. Well, I mean, I guess we send this to the bin. Yeah, like, I'm just not super wild about doing anything here, but I don't mind just getting rid of a 2/2 for his 2/1. I feel like that's fine. Gunzos to pass. Okay. Opponent might have an anthem of some sort, but honestly, it's like, whatever. Block. Block. Okay. Wow. Really got us there, you know? Not super worried about this. I think we go... play a little bit of the long game, maybe. Undercity Necrolis. The blocks. So here we're not looking great, so what we're going to do, definitely have to prey upon opponent doesn't have any cards. They're kind of just spent. So I think here we'll go Dissident. And then if we lose our 4/4, I'm not super worried about it. Actually, I think we do a value block here. And we price it prey upon, and then they're just left with next to nothing almost. Fantastic. Now we get to use this Surveil. I feel like that completely changes our line. Sorry, I'm not just trying to things that they're discussing, but yeah, we kind of have to keep that. Don't have enough lands for it, but so here's my line of thinking. So if we go sacrifice the agent, get this larger, and then prey upon taking out yet another one of these 4/4s, then I'm feeling really good. Like, we kind of stabilized. Like here we guess just go price of fame and then find some lands. I don't hate the harpooner. I think that we go graveyard. Graveyard though, it's very difficult. I think we're gonna keep the harpooner. And we just gotta stabilize here. Like, the opponent continues just slamming their top decks. We continue to answer them. I think we're in a great. Okay, so harpooner, do the plan, undergrowth, stack. Okay, so yeah, okay. Cool story, bro. No attacks, end turn. Yeah, yikes. pretty good about our position here. I know I've said that several times, but opponent just still doesn't have any attacks. They get Conclave the Tribunal here off of this Samala Woodshaper. We're in really bad shape, but even in response, I could sack this. Yeah. Opponent at some point just has to start jamming. Like they've gone wide enough. But this lot left giant hopefully will help us stabilize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're one away. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think we just pass. Mentor will make it a 6-6 to trade. But we can save it in blocks. Awesome. Here we go. At no point do I think we really have lines of text here against this opponent. I think we're almost. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can go block, 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 have a 6-6 in play. They attack back. I've got a 6-5. You know what? I don't like whatever's going on here. The card in hand should just be sandbagged, I'd imagine, like I'm doing. So I'm going to attack. Oh man. Opponent definitely has some kind of pump spell that they're thinking about. Okay, well I can't really. There we go. Yeah, I'm good with that. What could the opponent be holding? They've been slamming every topic they've got off the top, so I'm kind of thinking that it's lands, but they already have 10 in play. Sure, okay. Okay. Cool. So I'll take out a 1/1 and everything else dies. And no lifelink doesn't work the way that you think it does there. Alright, we've officially got ourselves a clock on board. can't be how it goes. It's exactly how it goes. So jam with everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And block here, taking 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good game. Well, it's a little underwhelming. Not really much to say there. Like, we probably played the game as close to as best as we could. The only thing I guess I could have thought of is not dead weighting the 3-1 and been a little less aggressive, but that was exactly what I was worried about, is that the opponent would continue to slam top decks. So we'll keep this second. But definitely a fine line that you walk when you're attacking your opponent when you're at less life and they have more creatures. Yeah, one could say that that was wildly wrong on my part, but yeah. Sure, I'll discard for it. Expecting the Whisper Agent, right? So it seems relatively free to do this. Okay. Fantastic card for them. I guess then I just block the 1/1, right? But then I get to draw a card. Oh boy. I'm not good enough at this game to figure this out. I guess in that case we'll block there. This isn't the best use of our mana, but I think that the Home Larcher will be a little bit better later. And this also kind of lets us do weird shit like this with the opponent not really sure what to put us on. So have some sort of instant in hand. They've got the yeah, I mean, attack for 2, lose the guy, make a 5/5, fight the 4/5. Seems pretty smart, right? Might not even block though. Yeah, there we go. Yes, do what I want you to do, opponent. We've got Crawl Harpooner. Crawl Swarm. Fantastic flavor win. Gonna harpoon his own men. Oh my. Well, we can't hit that with, what's it called? I guess we just start jamming. Yep. Play the distant. Turn. At least it doesn't have life. Oh my god. That's a ridiculously gross card. That's annoying. These 2 cards definitely got something that they want to cast at instant speed, but oh boy. Oh my, that's not good at all. Yikes. Ha ha ha, joke's on the opponent here. We get to go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Pretty comfortably. No, we don't have, oh yeah, we do have 3 drop, nice. First, let's start with the attack. See if we just get some free beats. Please don't have counterspell at 1 black mana. Definitely Harpooner and then definitely Whisper Agent. Nice. Oh my. Yeah, we will keep that on top. That was very fast, Surveil. No, we do not want to bottom that. Let's keep that on top. Yeah, I'm feeling great about it. Weird. Okay, now I'm feeling not good about it. This is a fascinating game, though. We'll say that much. Okay, well, we've kind of got to pay 2 life Surveil too, right? Hit our land this turn. I think we like both of those. 7 lands. I think we can go without the swamp, I guess. Okay. What do we want to do for attacks, I guess? This really isn't looking good. This Tratra, the Silencer, is not good for us. Anything with 3 power, I guess we're attacking with. We do have a bit of a advantage when it comes to that. Are we just happy with throwing away the Dissident? Like, I guess so. Like, make the opponent answer this, like, send it. They just gotta go for the value block here. That was dumb, I guess. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, honestly, we have to do something, so opponent happy with, so that was pretty dumb overall. Should have definitely put that forest in the bin too. Totally what I was thinking. Attacks us with the 3/5. Makes Lazav into like the 4/1 dude. What could this mean? Yes, of course. It means exactly what it means, John. You're getting hit for 6 when you could have left back a 3/2. That was very stupid. Yeah. Now the opponent can make a Lazav stop. Even if I deal with it here. Yikes. I definitely didn't read that card. I'm really confused right now, actually. Yeah, I made some pretty poor mistakes this game and deserve to be punished for it. Whenever it deals combat damage, exile target creature player can put a hit counter. That card! That player loses the game if they have 3 more exile. Yeah, we are drawing horrifically here. Oh man. Sweet. So, we're essentially saying that we need to damnation off the top, essentially, or all creatures gain menace, or no, there's nothing that gets us out of this position. Yeah, opponent has got us. Yeah, that was a poor mistake on my part. I'm a little upset with myself, but you know what? That's why you play to learn. So I think we had a pretty sweet deck too. So anyways. Well, let's run it back. So Darkblade Agent is powerful. Charnel Troll is powerful. I think it's pretty hard to ignore this, though. Crackling Drake and Vert Vent. Dead weight. Guess we'll take dead weight. Hope for Prey Upon to wheel. Undercity Necrolisk. Swarm Guild Mage. We want both of these cards. I feel like the... Yep. Nope, we're just doing it here. Sure. Nothing that we're missing. Kind of just blazing right through this. This is like very sweet, these packs for us in Golgari. And now that I kind of know what to expect from the league, definitely going to be main decking certain cards over others. It is a very powerful card that we could argue that we would want to splash for. But I think we're going to Prey Upon here. It's just too good. Great card to help us stabilize the Crawl Foragers. I didn't really talk about that. Yeah, it's definitely got to be Pelt Collector here. It's definitely got to be Hatchery Spider here. Oh boy. Could almost see an argument for Silent Dart over what's currently here. And I feel like it's enough better than Rizhome Lurcher that we're going to take it. I mean, like, I guess so. Okay. I think between these three cards, I think it's going to be Devkaran Dissident. Definitely Prey Upon. Oh boy. Yeah, I think it's got to be the 3-mana 3/2 here. I like Might of the Masses, but we need more creatures here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's just so replaceable, though. Sure, Might of the Masses. There we go, and we wheeled it. It's like that wasn't a fantastic card or something. It's almost like it was a common. Well, there's close to nothing in this pack for us. The only thing I'm even closely considering is the Pitiless Gorgon, but 3 mana, 3/2 death, or 2/2 death touch is pretty poor. Much rather have this Final Centipede. I think we'll take Child of Night here. Wow, this card should not be in the pack still. I'm going to take it with the intention of trying to spike the Selesnya Guildgate. I think it's early enough. Take the Gateway Plaza to help that strategy out. Guildgate. Sorry, I haven't really been chatting much here. Yeah, I decided to go Abzan. The cards were pretty poor in quality in comparison to our first draft, unfortunately. So, really didn't have a lot of fantastic opportunities. Yeah, we get a access to Night of Autumn, which and Centaur Peacemaker, which will really help us against aggressive strategies, and we have a little less removal, but I'm really liking that we have Hatchery Spider on our top end. I'm almost feeling like we want to go super deep into that line. 16 creatures. These are stats that I can really get behind. 3 mana 4/4, 3 mana 3/3 gain life, 3 mana 4/3, or 3 mana 2/1 gaining 4 life. 4 mana 3/3 is a little less good, but the ability is good, and so on and so forth. So just going to take a break shortly here for loading up on tea, and also just sort of a step away. So if you just sit tight for a moment, ladies and gents, I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. Sorry for the delayed. Uh, yeah, so for the extended delay, I guess. As with any cold remedy, you must always go for cold 911. Not sponsored by David's Tea, but David's Tea, if you please do want to sponsor me, I'm happy to shield myself out for the capitalist regime. Yeah, so I've got myself some ramen and some tea here. We've got a reasonably free white splash for our white cards. Okay, let's get this party started, as they say. Enough waiting. Yeah, this looks like a pretty stupendous keep. Can't really ask for much more. Turn one play. That will hopefully be better as the game goes on. And this is exactly why we are playing this card. Oh my, tragic. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. Alrighty then. Well, sequencing is key here, and I think moving forward we've got to ensure that our lands are paid for, but right now we need to get rid of Tajik, which is too powerful. And yeah, we're just pass the turn. And that is why Deadweight is a first pickable card. So, man has to ask himself, at what point do we cash in our Pelt Collector? I'm not wild about either of these cards in general. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play Gateway Plaza. We're going to pay for it with the Forest. And then we're going to go Severed Strands away the Sunhome Stalwart, because it will assist the Guild Mage and get larger. And we can have a much easier time preying upon this Legion Guild Mage than anything else. Target creature I control, fight target creature they control. And I'm feeling pretty good about our spot here. We're down to one card in hand, but the opponent is pretty flooded out. And I spoke too have sort of two options. I think our best bet is to just sit back. Oh my, we really aren't getting any luck here. Okay, this is getting to be a little bit upsetting. We've drawn very well today, but now our luck has seemed to run out. Essentially have 3 more turns. Right. I feel like you should put it on the double striker, but it's just me talking. I guess I missed the mentor, actually. So I'm going 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think no matter what, I'm just dead here. I think I go to 1. That's hilarious. I don't think we could have drawn any worse that game. That's a little upsetting. like keeping hands like this, but keep it. Wow. Misplayed pretty heavily there. Somewhere the magic gods are laughing at me. Specifically, probably Perforos. I don't know. He just seems like the kind of guy who'd do that. Complain and you shall be rewarded is what I just learned. Just teasing. Don't spread negativity out there, peeps. Going into the tank to think I'm countering it. Playing this Kree combat in case if I want to Might of the Masses. The opponent definitely has something in hand with Flash. Just not sure what it is. If it's that 3 mana 3/2 Surveiler, I'm probably gonna Might of the Masses to save this. In that case, I'm gonna just make it 4/3. Interesting. Hey, look it. We can now go and acquire no. I want to get out of this. Now I can get Shatter the Sky. Close to, at least. We did it. There we go. We got all 5 basics. Okay. Hello, Halo. Kitty hype. Kitty hype. This has all three of our colors, but it has absolutely nothing to do. I think that's bad enough that we'll need to ship it away. Oh, this is difficult. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan. And we were rewarded with much more fine keep. Just like we drew it up here against our opponent. Yeah, I mean, we'll block to not take any damage. Definitely showing the opponent that we've got something. Don't like this, but I think it's correct. Get this counter on Pelt Collector, and then we get to jam with just about everything. We get to virtually accomplish the same thing. They don't block, then we're happy with that. So, done, but then full control. Micro masses. Target here. Obliterated. As long as the opponent doesn't have some horizontal bomb like Ethereal Absolution or something. I'm really liking our chances. Alright, that's pretty good. This is where it starts to get awkward. We will need something to punch through that Dowser. I think we'll send away the grappling Sindu. I think we'll happily trade up here, unless if I'm missing something. This allows us to keep it 2-2. I think I was wildly incorrect to the opponent. And they do get to trade up with their Playcrafter here, but I don't hate the tempo advantage that we have. Really should have too, but live and let learn. For sure, we'll keep that on top. Then essentially we just swing for the fences. Opponent blocks 2-2 essentially, and we'll fight whatever remaining thing is left standing with our Hitchclaw Spider, or Hitchclaw Raspuss. I don't like how long the opponent is taking to think on their turn. It worries me. Fantastic. Not fantastic. Chunky Lover 32. If you're out there somewhere, I could use some chunky lovin'. Barring something extremely strange, I'll show them the last card in hand. We may want to respond by pumping the Dissonant. That's annoying. Oh baby, a triple. fascinating. I think here, not in any sort of particular rush, so... Opponent really got me there, I guess. I would like to get rid of the Death Hunter at some point in time. Oh my. A 7-1 Death Touch. Sweet. I think we just slam the head for spider. Then we can dead weight something. Opponent's gonna have to block that next turn. Times 2. So that has to be something special for them to get out of this. Oh boy. Yeah, good game. Nice. Wowee, we ranked up. I don't think I've gotten past silver tier on anything in Magic Online, so very exciting. Super, super exciting. No green, you say? We start off with Gilgate, then Flames, then we're off to the races. Hey look, our first other Golgari opponent. That's a fantastic card. Is it worth to trade it off for a Child of Night, though? Probably. Child of Night is a exciting Magic the Gathering card. Okay then. Happy my opponent is 2-for-1ing that. It also tells me that they're probably very aggressive. So I'll play the Child of Night and the Flame. The decisions. I think we go. Undercity Boy. Pretty suspicious. It's probably Might of the Masses. I'll just take it. I don't really like block. Cool. I don't think it's correct for the opponent to block here. They do. That's great. Is our opponent's 2-3 going to kill us? With these top decks, it might. Yes, this resolves my bad. Oh boy. This is a 4-2. Yeah, that's probably correct. Wow. Yeah, we're like pretty dead. We're gonna go to 4. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Sure. Yeah, that'll about do it here. If we can draw that, we might be live. But as it stands, we're taking lethal damage no matter which way we do it. Actually, incorrect. We might just... No, we'll just die. Yeah, 7 exactsies. We're gonna lose our silver tier. I guess we're a little bit too instant speed based, like could probably go a little bit more creature based. Like I'm struggling very much to find a way that we build this better. Possibly a Ceratok. I don't think we'll ever beat the Might of Masses that we resolved against the opponent for trading for 2 cards. I think it's a fine Magic card, but it just definitely feels like a win more when we're been dying to just resolve spells. Mind you, this pool doesn't have a lot of Surveil, so yeah. Okay, I guess we'll keep this. I don't think we're super worried about turn 1 barrier, so I think we're going to actually lead with Guildgate for sequencing purposes. I think our turn 2 play is much more important. Playing, oh no! The Glow Spore Salmon deck. And Assassin's Trophy Mill. Nice. Just hope that the opponent doesn't prey upon my Grappling Sundew. Send that one quick to the graveyard. Opponent wants to pump to kill our wall here. Pretty pleased with that. Snap that right off. Sure. We'll definitely send no blocks here. Take whatever beats the opponent wants to lay down on us. Undercity Necrolis is going to be very nice for us moving forward. No blocks. Opponent is on the beatdown strategy. Can respect that. So, black, green, white. Could just like go super wide here. I don't hate that. Yeah, in that case, we could just attack. See what happens. I think we just go ooh. And if we trade off the Dissident, or if the opponent wants to pump, we're pretty fine with that. And then we just resolve a larger lurcher. So, I think here we are next to fine with sacking off the Recluse. Then he gains Menace. And then it's like a decently free swing with both. The opponent trades, we'll just go, or decides to pump for some reason. We got a 6/6 Lurcher. Like, I don't hate that, but I think it's a little loose. Yeah, screw it. Let's attack with everything. Opponent is just getting their sweet, sweet value out of that shade. They love that thing. Then it gets out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can maximum become a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've got the ability to make it a 6/6, which, my god. At that point, do I like care about that? I guess the line is to like prey upon the shade, and then like if they do the thing, I'll sacrifice it. Then they've got like a big boy shade, and I'm like, okay, I've got a 5/5 Menace. I don't know what the opponent's hand is, but I feel like they invested so much in that shade that felt pretty wrong. But that's just me. Unable to fix that. At this point, the opponent has to put 2 blockers into play. It's like Lot Left Giant or like an Undergrowth game card. Oh my. That's where we're at for the opponent. I feel bad. Well, go for the W here. Huh. Good game. Well, neato. No green mana. Can't get that. Yep, this looks fine. I think we'll definitely prey upon the Electromancer. I think our 3 curve is weak enough that playing white was strong enough, but I am feeling a little poor about not being able to play fine broker. It's not like the end of the world, but like definitely feels poor. Okay. I mean, I feel like we just try jamming and see if the opponent bites. If not, I think second main will severed strands, prey upon. Not sure exactly. Oh my. We really are in a pickle now, aren't we? Pass the turn. We play the Lurcher, we can then severed strands it away. No, we wouldn't be comfortable doing that. We don't have enough. It's really fascinating. I'm wondering what the opponent might be waiting on here. They must have stepped away. That's annoying. Okay, deck. This is the turn that we need to draw land. So this is the turn we've been waiting for here. Finally draw our land. Hopefully not too late here. If it resolves, we've got a 3/3. I might not even be able to block their best creature here. Finally draw our land. Wonder why the opponent's tanking so hard every time a spell goes on the stack. They've got to have an instant of some sort. Yeah, if we can just see lands right off the top, consistently and always, that would be great. At a certain point, though, this just becomes ridiculous. Like, what is the opponent waiting on? Some sort of anthem? I think at this point where I'm just fine to pass, I'm gonna quickly go use the bathroom. Oh boy! Woo! That is a spicy one. Nice. We just got wrecked. Very cool. So we have no board. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Somebody should clip that. That was, I got wrecked. I think we just draft till we drop here. I mean, I'm sick and I'm not really going anywhere, so. I think it's time for us to play something a little different. We're going to try and force Dimir. I like Dimir a lot, and this is a great pack for Dimir. Deadweight is still just first pickable card no matter what. I do see the Gruesome Menagerie, but we're not going to be as honed in on that, I think. So going with Discovery Dispersal there. I don't mind Barrier Bones. Man, where was these sweet cards? Golgari Raiders and stuff when we were drafting. Opponents had the 2-mana reward card for them. So we're not just deterministically in black as of yet, but I don't hate Wall of Mist. I don't hate any of these, but I guess it's the bats here. Wall of Mist, sure. Spinal Centipede. Drake seems good. Mesmerist. Seeing some really weird signals from these packs, but I feel like we can't pass up Notion Rain. It's one of our most powerful cards. I really like Watcher in the Mist though, and we think we need a better finisher than what we currently have. This is stupendous. Nightveil Sprite is exactly what we want. Deadweight is something I really hope comes back around. The Pilfering Imp. 1-mana 1/1 flyer though. I don't know. I feel like Pass While Adept is much more suitable in our current curve. This is exactly what we want, Dimir Spybug. Capture Sphere is perfect. Looking at Dimir Gilgate from wheeling on there. Excuse me. That's our first piece of counter magic, so Leapfrog feels on curve. Notion Rain can background. That's stupendous. I don't particularly love any of these cards. Okay. I'm not loving this. Hypothesis is fantastic. I guess it has to be Severed Strands. ETB Surveil 2? Yes, please. Expansion Explosion. Boy, we are really getting punished for not picking up our red splash, I guess. I kind of can't really pass this here. This is a great card, and I can try and splash for it. Direct Current is a great card. Whisper Agent. Just make sure I'm reading this right. Can be split, but the explosion side is hard red, double red pips. I feel like Watcher in the Mist is enough better than, is it Gilgate here? As expected, the Surveillance came back around. I hate this Spell Fist, though. So I'm just counting numbers here. We got a fantastic amount of Surveil. The question is do we want to lean into more of a defensive strategy? And I think the answer is yes. Piston Fist feels good for that. taking out cards that don't feel very fitting in the curve, or that just don't do a lot of like what we're looking to do. We want to definitely disrupt the opponent's hand and to put down a threat that will ultimately kill them. Apologies, sorry for the quietness there. Just really trying to dive into what we're looking at. So, dominant blue pips. So I think we go 10-7. And I think we'll switch it up a little bit here and go for spicy sleeves. I'm gonna just take a quick break, but then we'll get back at her here. So, thanks for sticking with me. Hello, everyone. I am back. Apologies for the extended delay there. Alright, let's hop back into it. Awesome, I'll keep this hand. Hello, opponent. Gotta make sure to do more. Whoops, bit of a tea pouring error. For a Boros deck, the opponent is not doing so great for... Okay, I guess so. Why did my priority kept on getting called up? the opponent to play all their creatures? Question mark? Oh, it's because of the pass wall adept. Holy crow, man. Well, that's always a nice surprise. Opponent was probably tilting a little bit that was taking so long on my decisions. That's not very good. This looks like a fine keep. I really like my chances against Boros aggro. Yeah, I mean, I didn't come here to block 4/4s with O5s. Okay. Okay. That was very loose. I think I should have probably There's an agent there. Yeah. What were my words? I think I really very much like my chances. Maybe I spoke too soon, you know? Let the pass wall add up die, and we'll set up for a Darkblade agent with auto erasure turn if we spike a swamp here. He is just surviving at this point. Bad news bears for us. Kind of need to hit something here and fast. I guess we just gotta pray that the last card isn't something that and I guess we keep that. Sounds about right. If only we had one more black mana. If only we had one more black mana. It's not black mana. I mean, I guess we have one more turn. We're dead. Oh, the opponent... No. Yeah, we're dead. Good game. What to say about that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Fine a keep as any, I guess. I think we Discovery on 2 and then Whisper Agent on 3. Maybe we don't. Sounds about right. wasn't even close at any point in time. Wow. We're getting our asses kicked. Trying to keep as any, I guess. That's a good card. really to say there. Ah, that's weird. Uh, no, I guess. Opponent really had a rough time there. Felt very lopsided. Sure, this looks great. Might want to turn 3 never happens. If they have that jumpstart car, I'd be really sad. Oh man, Legion War Boss, see you later. Definitely wasn't beating that card. Oops, that was a mistake. And as it seems gross, very gross. We got the Mentor and then 2 unknowns. I mean, I guess. We get back at him, right? In this game. If we don't. I think we want to capture Sphere the Haste Boy. Guess we capture the wee Dragonauts, right? Could always just pass as well. Yikes. That was a misplay. Hopefully we don't die because of it. Taking 8 going to 3. Yikes. guess I should have attacked with the pass wall, but we know of the haste guy, so one instant spell, really sad, or something. So many is it cards that deal damage to me. The jumpstart, 2 damage one that taps creatures. Well, thanks for that. I think we'll go ahead and take the opportunity to live by blocking like this. Well, on the precipice of death. Yeah. Good job, opponent. Man, that is a deck is powerful. Really wish I saw more is it based stuff. Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits here for today. It's been a good stream, but thank you so much for all of you for joining, and yeah, to see you next time here.